A showdown is looming in the courts between the Office of the Public Protector and opposition political parties. This after a report by the Public Protector found that President Cyril Ramaphosa didn't violate the Executive Members Ethics Act in the Phala Phala Farm scandal. Newzroom Afrika's Zanele Ngumbela reports.
A report by the Office of the Public Protector found that no conflict of interest nor abuse of power on the side of President Cyril Ramaphosa was established in its investigation into the Phala Phala Farm scandal. A report tabled by Acting Public Protector, Advocate Kollega Galega, has caused an uproar among opposition political parties. Among others, the report investigated whether Ramaphosa violated the Executive Members Ethics Act after large amounts of foreign currency were stolen from his Palapala game farm in Bela Bela, Limpopo in February 2020. The probe follows a complaint by ATM leader Vuyo Zungula after a criminal complaint was laid at a Pretoria police station by former spy boss Arthur Fraser last year. Political parties, including the African Transformation Movement, want the report set aside.
We've already engaged our lawyers with a view of reviewing the report. Again, we've also had brief engagements with other leaders of other parties who share the same view that if we let this go, then it means South Africa will never be protected when it comes to the people that occupy political office. The fact that a person is president, is a minister, is premier, they are going to use their political power to actually commit crimes and evade accountability. That is our strongest view as the ATM, that when we fight for accountability in Palapala, we are fighting for principle, we are fighting for whoever occupies public office must exercise their power in line with what the Constitution requires and not abuse their powers.
Instead, the President was able to not report the crime, not to get a case number, and to be able to use a resource which was provided to him as the President of the Republic of South Africa, in his role as Mr. Ramaphosa, the President, to pursue the money that was stolen from Mr. Ramaphosa, the businessman's private business interest. That is a very clear conflict of interest and an abuse of a facility that is not available to every other South African. So we did not need to provide the proof. It was there in the original affidavits and Mr. Rueder's own testimony that he met the President in his hotel room when they were on an African mission, and then again at his Hyde Park home to report to him the progress on the particular matter. So I'm not sure exactly what leaps of logic the Public Protector has used here, but certainly it is the reason why we will be taking the matter on review, because we believe the Public Protector has erred both in law and reason in this particular matter.
Both the EFF and the UDM have rejected Advocate Galega's report, saying it's an engineered cover-up.
It's quite a coincidence today that the Public Protector or Acting Public Protector would come up with the outcome, which is clear that she was just appointed as a plan to destroy the whole evidence investigation. So it is not credible. It will never be credible because the President was allowed by the ruling party to suspend a person who was empowered to investigate him. So this investigation, the UDM doesn't take it serious.
A political analyst believes that the Acting Public Protector would have come to a different conclusion had she considered findings from a Section 89 independent panel.
And it's unfortunate that the Acting Public Protector did not take advantage of the findings that came from the panel that looked into this matter, comprising of the former Chief Justice and the Senior Judge Masipa and the Senior Counsel. If she had done so, she would have found that her own understanding of paid work is very narrow. The panel went into details into how the concept of paid work should be approached, both in terms of its purpose and also the intention by those who wrote the Constitution. She didn't take advantage of that. She also did not take advantage of the judgment on the Constitutional Court around the issues of conflict, that in terms of the Constitution and in terms of that judgment, it is very clear that anybody who exposes himself to a situation where there might be a conflict is already guilty. The issue is, as the Constitutional Court found, that one simply needs to expose themselves in that situation. The conflict must itself not really materialize, but the exposure, and that's already a judgment that takes. She didn't take advantage of that work by the panel, or even take advantage of the courts, Constitutional Court's judgment. Had she done so, she would have come to a different conclusion.
In the meantime, the ANC has welcomed the report.
As the ANC, we are very happy that our president has been exonerated by the public protector. Should anyone stand against that or think that there is anything untoward in the report, we think that it is within their right.
According to the presidency spokesperson, Vincent Magwenya, Ramaphosa has always maintained that he was not party to wrongdoing or violation of his oath of office. But a major court showdown looms between the Office of the Public Protector and opposition political parties. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Zanele Ngumbela in Johannesburg.